Hey, what up, people? Played some of the new Uncharted 4 release the other night, and I figured got a good fair amount of hours in it. Got up to the chase sequence, after you come out of the tower, and that seemed like a good spot to end it. But I definitely wanted to get back to it and see the rest through for a whole other stream. So let's get into it. Continue. Loading should be pretty fast, but we'll see now, huh? Hey, look at that, fast. Not like back in the day.
Oh, I mean, at least there's an island, right?
Oh yeah, there's an island.
At least there's an island. Just keep an eye out for anything man-made.
Ah, you mean Pirate Bay?
Sure.
I remember where we're going. Well, I remember where we left off anyway. I don't remember exactly where we're going.
So, maybe Libertalia is more of a small beachside shack.
Yeah, maybe it's a treehouse.
Maybe Avery spent his entire fortune setting up this treasure hunt and ran out of money to actually build Libertalia.
I wasn't sure if it was going to stop me. I was like, shit, are we about to just go flying onto the beach?
Check this out.
Because I was going to test it.
To me.
I'm still trying to press L3 to run. What's in here then?
Supplies from an earlier expedition.
Huh. Okay. What you got there?
Let's see.
Burns.
Read. 1 year ago, I stood in a squalid prison cell in Panama, clutching a mysterious wooden cross. Today I stand on the shores of a deserted archipelago in the middle of the Indian Ocean, one step closer to fulfilling the destiny grandfather Burns was unjustly denied. Captain Darby and his crew were starting to have their doubts about me. The loss of our quartermaster to the lethal traps in Scotland did not inspire confidence, nor did weeks we spent scouring the mountains of Kings Bay. But thanks to Dover's sure navigation, we have found our way to this mysterious place, and their mood has improved considerably. Though 2 of the men have fallen ill with ship fever and have been isolated, the others are making camp and preparing to explore the islands. With a moment to breathe, my thoughts turn to Claire. Gazing upon the beauty of these forgotten isles, I feel a tinge of regret that she is not here to share this vision with me, that I encouraged her to remain behind. But we shall be reunited soon, and I am certain she will be happy to have experienced the tale of this journey vicariously rather than firsthand. Tonight, we rest. Should fortune and providence smile upon us, within the month we shall be sailing home with Avery's treasure, returning to whatever glory awaits us. Nice. I like the way that part, parallels, Nate leaving, Elena behind,
Holy crap, Sam, this was written by Burns' grandson.
Well, makes sense. The cross in Panama was hollow. Must be following the same clues as us.
Alright, let's get back on the boat here.
Sam, let's go.
All right, wait for me.
Yeah, let's just swing it around this way. Pretty sure we can squeeze through here. Yep, good enough. Not quite exactly a squeeze.
Well, that definitely qualifies as man-made.
Pirate Bay.
Yeah, there we go. I think we explore it. Hey, what's up, Kiff? How you doing? Let me hit you off with the DX cat there. What you been up to, man? I was just thinking about you today. About another jazz kind of beat or something, Get out of my damn way, bro. Where are we at here?
Over here, stairs.
I'm lurking. Yeah, right on, bro. Yeah, I started this up the other night, and it's been a long time since I'd played through Uncharted 4. I hadn't played it since release.
Huh.
And I was just like,
It's a door of some
maybe it's time
kind.
to replay it again, finally.
Covering a
Feel
chamber?
fresh.
A massive chamber. For storing a bunch of treasure?
No way. Not with his ego. Wherever Avery put the treasure is going to be the most elaborate place we've seen yet. And it would be well protected, too.
That makes sense.
Damn, you're always in my way, bro. Could hop down there. Nah, I'm not going to. Let's go enjoy this view here. Man, it still holds up. I was just checking out the motion blur again real quick.
Take an old
See if I
look
turned
out
it down
now.
too much.
Well, let's see if we can spot something from up there.
Let's.
Okay, up we go.
That's good enough. Oh, is there? I didn't know they had the multiplayer in the release this time. Yeah. I've never been good on it, but yeah, maybe. You know, and if not today, because I'm definitely going to try and get through some of the story today, you know? And I think there's got at least another, like, 8 hours left for it, you know? I don't know if I'll do all that in one sitting. I did stream for 7 hours the other day, though.
This way.
But yeah, might give it a chance. Might be able to get Joe back into it, too, because I think he likes Uncharted multiplayer. Him and Spider, too. But they're probably, like, super pro at it, you know? Because they played it a lot. Where I'm coming in like the noob.
This looks promising.
I played the beta for Uncharted 3's multiplayer with the subway $5 footlong emote. I remember that. Played that a bit with my boy Lightmare back in the day. But I didn't get into it when the full game came out. And then I think I tried a bit of Uncharted 4 mode and whatever else I was into at the time. And then Naughty Dog probably
do that.
Well, there's one thing I've learned from you. Press everything.
Yeah, right. I was like, damn, man. It's because I was playing a bit of Far Cry over on the Xbox. And, like, my whole brain was, like, hardwired for trying to press L3 to run and the way that game moves and feels and stuff. And I was like, damn. But after a few hours, I got back in the swing of things. Once I got an AK, then I was like, you know what? This is actually going pretty smooth. And I was getting back in the stealth mode. And then we do stuff like that. See what I mean? It's because I ain't been listening to the dialogue again. Alright, now what are you talking about here, bro? Okay, I guess we're just getting down. What if I go out that way? That might be more fun. Nah. Can I go on top? Yeah. Yeah, he just wanted to go down. Now I remember. Wall running. I swear I remember coming down from here in like a more quick, convenient way, like a zip line or something. I don't know. Maybe just my foggy memory. That could be the Far Cry influence again, too. Thinking about zip lines and stuff. Hey, what's up, Frank? There you are. How you doing today, man? Yeah, there we go. I could have sworn there was like a... Is there a way to run in this game? There ain't no way to run. Yeah, dude, is that a new Frankers emote? Is that an official one? Franker, cool. Hell yeah. I want to put that in. Oh, damn it, I fucked it up. What a noob. Why doesn't it work? I spelled it right. Maybe it's one of Frank's emotes. I don't know what I did wrong. I spelled it, you know what I mean? Yeah, you did it too, Frank. What the hell? Where am I going here? Totally forgot. Where'd my boat go? Shit, I lost my boat, bro. We're stranded on the island forever now. Nah, it must be over here on the left side. I just got lost. Yeah, this game does need a run button, bro. Just let me press L3 to run. Toggle, preferably, maybe.
follow these arrows, see where they go.
Okay.
Hell yeah, arrows. That's what we're talking about. See, Naughty Dog knows people have their brain
Time to
totally
go.
turned off.
Look at you.
And they're like, how do we
Keep up
put
with you
arrows
now.
in things without turning them into like UI arrows that clutter the whole screen with like busy visual information, you know? I hate that kind of
Whoops.
stuff, you know? It's why I have struggle getting through like a lot of Ubisoft games. It puts me off right away, you know? Even Horizon a bit with that had a lot of that too, you know? Just heavy UI elements and constant guidance. When I played MGS5, like I turned off the guidance after a while, you know? And then, you know, I'd play it on, turn the reflex mode off, make the HUD dynamic so it only appears when you need to switch weapons and stuff. And then just try to check my map and refresh my memory of where the location I was going was. This definitely ain't where we're going here. I think I just sailed around the entire island. Check it out, there's some kind of cave thing over there. Where the hell are you going, man? Come back. Yeah. Is that like, that reminds me of Dark Souls, Frank. Man, I can't wait for Elden Ring. I might stream some of that, you know. But
Damn
we'll
it.
see if I'm up to it at the time. Or if I'm just so hyped that I just want to start playing and get super engrossed into it. This ain't a cave. Yeah, Frank's fine. Is it cross-generation too? Like, that'd be cool. Even if it's not, like, I have the regular Uncharted 4 disc too, so like, it doesn't even have to be
Giant gate.
the PS5 version. We can
Good
play
sign.
whatever version. We'll have to look that up, make sure it's cross-play. Across generations, I mean. I only have Uncharted on Xbox, sorry. It's not like that.
You gotta admit, this is pretty cool.
Where are
What?
we going here? I
Climbing
recorded
this
a little
cliff?
something earlier too.
Yes,
Had a
climbing this cliff
good
on
time
a
with it,
giant
so that
secret
got me in
pirate
a
island. I mean, come
pretty
on.
good mood.
Right.
I like it. It's pretty damn cool.
Where am I going here?
Just a little higher.
Yep.
We can swing off that branch.
You got it on PS4. I got it on PS4 too. You know, it should be fine. I can just install that version too off the disc. That's what I'm playing off right now. I got the $10 upgrade for the disc versions. I've been buying digital for a few years now, but I still was trying to get physical when these came out.
All right. Back in business.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
you have it on PS4. I thought it was
How did I
PS4
fall to
exclusive.
my death
Yeah, you
over
should
here?
got it for Xbox. The Xbox version was better. And it was free on Game Pass. Did you guys see that? Like, right after Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Subtlety or understatement, was he?
Well, he had the money. You got it, flown it, right?
Yeah, yeah, if you do,
does this
you do.
qualify as the most elaborate place we've seen yet?
It's up there.
But yeah, right after Bungie, I mean
Come on,
Destiny,
let's get a
I mean
closer look.
Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion, and then the next day, like, I got an email from Sony saying like, pre-order MLB The Show 22 right now, and then I went onto my Xbox and saw that MLB 22 is going to be like day one on Game Pass again. I don't really buy those games. The last one was the first one I played, and that's because it was free to try, you know, and I liked it, you know. It's pretty fun.
Oh, look. The main entrance is blocked by debris. Again.
Well, I guess Avery's builders clearly didn't take hundreds of years of
Hey, Enoch, how you doing, man?
Clearly.
Oh yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for Ghostwire Tokyo. Like, I loved The Evil Within, and I know it's the same studio, and then it was like that lady that they brought out on stage that's the director of this one. I think she left, but I'm not too worried about that. But I saw like a trailer last E3 or something like that, and it looked awesome to me. You know, I'm pretty into it, you know. Your dad, Frank says his dad used to play Uncharted 4 multiplayer a lot. I use my second account because I used to play with your dad, yeah. Streaming now. Looks the bomb. Yeah. Oh, they are streaming right now. Nice. Hell yeah. That's pretty awesome. Game must not be too far from release. I think that's funny too. That's another situation where like Microsoft owns that game now, but the contracts were already signed to put it on PlayStation as a timed exclusive, you know? So it's this generation is like weird, man. It's crazy, like all this stuff happened, and it's like when you first saw Sonic on Nintendo platforms for the first time.
Mike, give me a hand with this. Yeah,
but
sure.
like more discreet and more business kind of dealings and stuff all over the place.
Okay, come on through.
Maybe eventually just everything will be on everything, you know?
Thank you. Yeah, sure thing.
Nintendo will be the one that hangs on there, because they got it down to a science.
The glamorous life of a treasure hunter.
Yeah, it seems like this month too, like, I can't get all that stuff, you know, but I'm definitely getting Elden Rings. But it seems like this month, like, there's a lot of PS5 games, like, coming out all at once, you know? Back to back to back. So there's one thing, like, I love Game Pass, you know, and I love my Xbox and stuff. You know, I didn't even really grow up, like, playing on
These
Xbox.
arches
I just
remind me
played
of
it
the
over at my
St.
cousin's house sometimes.
But I don't know.
But I got into it last generation and then liked it enough, and Game Pass is good value and stuff. But really, man, like, you come over to Sony's platform, like, this coming up month and the time frame right around it, like this release, and then Gran Turismo 7, Sifu, and Horizon, and then Elden Scrolls, which will be prominent that month, you know. My favorite console is
Quite the view.
either I want to say Super Nintendo or PS1, you know, because I have such strong memories, especially with the JRPGs on those, and like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night,
boost me up to that bridge.
Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, and everything around him. Like, man, like I was playing all that stuff back then, all the greats and the hidden gems and stuff. But I loved the Saturn that generation, man. I loved the Sega Saturn, and I love Guardian Heroes on it. I love Dragon Force. I love Three Dirty Dwarves. I love Legend of Oasis, Dark Savior, Panzer Dragoon. 2 came out that year. 2 Nights into Dreams came out that year, and that was all 1996 on the Sega Saturn. That was like the best year ever. And then all this crazy hip hop was coming out that year too, like All Eyes on Me and Nas's It Was Written album. It was a crazy year, man. Like, it was awesome. PS1 and PS2. Kept all my old consoles. Yeah, I lost all mine in a fire. Like, I had a big collection for like every prominent platform going back to like the NES, you know. But I had an apartment fire and it all got lost in 2007. So I still have like some stuff that I collect nowadays, but not as much. Yeah, I loved Toe Jam and Earl. I did love Toe Jam and Earl. Even before I ever had a Genesis, I was always playing that at like, I remember playing that at like a store kiosk, like standing there for like an hour trying to figure out how to play Toe Jam and Earl, and I just liked the 90s style hip hop flavor that was in it at the time, you know. It really appealed to me as a kid. I still haven't played like the one that they brought back, you know.
See what you can find up there. You got it.
PS2 was scratching the disc.
Well,
I don't remember what
there's a
happened to it. Yeah, I liked
don't
those
see another
PS2s. I had to
way
go
up
through
yet.
a few PS2s.
Hold
You know,
on.
I'd either sell them over the years, you know, I'd be like, oh, I need some money, I can't be gaming right now. Or,
Sam!
damn shit, something's happening to see.
You okay?
At least I'm on the other side. Okay.
Or they, you know, want to
still
just
need
start
to get
to
you up
get
here.
old and just
Hang
not be
tight.
working too well anymore, you know? Or like it couldn't handle like one scratch on the disc, you know, and then that was enough to
Sam!
throw it off. So then I'd have to
Anything?
get like a new one, figure out some way to flip it around.
Sam, hey! You still there? God
Oh, yeah.
damn it.
Even that stuff. Yeah, see, I didn't have those. One I always wanted,
Let's see
besides
here.
Neo Geo, everybody wanted a
Ruined my
Neo Geo.
marriage.
Almost nobody ever had
Drove
a
my
Neo
best
Geo.
friend away.
But
Got 2 psychos.
I always wanted a
running after me.
TurboGrafx 16
And
too.
now my
But
brother's
that was,
gone missing.
you know, mostly had the
on
Super
the bright
Nintendo,
side,
and then I
there's-
got a Genesis. I was grateful to have that as a kid, you know what I mean? So
You're already up here?
Where were you?
then
Finding
when I
a way
started
to
working,
get
I
you
was
up here.
able to buy like all 3 consoles
All right.
that generation,
jump
the
across
PS1
then.
and the Saturn and the N64. That was the only time I had like all the big consoles, you know.
Thanks.
I'm lucky to
Everything
even
all
have
right?
2 now.
Yeah, everything's fine. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it basically exactly was like the Neo Geo was just just was an
Dad,
arcade
what do you got?
machine in a
Already
box,
up there.
basically. You know, like
Keep going.
100% the same hardware. You know, it was crazy. What's wrong with this? It definitely doesn't want to go on there. Maybe I should just stay on the grass. Yeah, whatever, bro. Like, I don't know what this is doing here. Maybe I'm supposed to push it off the edge. Maybe they'll tell me again in a minute after we go look around.
Nice view.
Yeah, it is a nice view.
You didn't hear me?
When?
Back there. I called out to you.
I didn't hear you. Why, were you worried?
I
A
was
friend of
worried
mine just
you
got an old
distracted.
Saturn off eBay recently.
I'm distracted now.
Said it was
What's
in
that
pretty
supposed to
pristine
mean?
condition. And
Shall
then,
we?
Yeah.
but then he wanted to get a cheaper Saturn from Japan, you know, so that he could do like modifications to it, put like the satiator thing in there, and be able to have like hardware accurate emulation, but not have to worry about the optical drive wearing out or anything like that.
Anything? Hang on a sec. Sam! No
Yeah, I
good,
was
it's
just
a
thinking
dead
about
end.
you today, Enoch. You know, if you want me to,
Head on back then.
I kind of really feel like doing some voice for the next one. You know what I mean? So, if you have anything in mind, you know, you got anything written or scenes or anything, yeah, I'm definitely down for that. What am I not doing here? Is there a grapple point somewhere? Can I grab that? That doesn't look like I can grab it. Oh, did you? Yeah. Well, it's up to you, man. Like, whatever you did is cool, I'm sure, you know. I really liked the stuff that you did with the, you know, Deadbeat Dreams, the way you arranged it, you know. Kip's in here too, Kip did the beat, you know, so, who knows. Okay, that really looks like where I'm trying to go, but how? Do I need to bring that crate over and swing out? Yeah, that's probably what I gotta be doing. Can't get up. Well, let's just get off. Wait, can I get down this way? No, because that's where I was trying to get up. Why would I want to go this way? Yeah, whatever. Let's just climb up. Turn around. Turn around.
Now what?
Every now and
There's
then.
got to be a way across.
Shit, R.I.P. Meatloaf for that kind of music, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. That's gotta get me up somewhere. This thing doesn't want to go anywhere else. It must want to go somewhere. Here.
Hey, look down there. I see some handholds right along.
Let me try here. It was a section that would be perfect for you to voice in the next one. Basically a rap battle. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool, you know? Give me some motivation to do it. Swing to the ledge on the pillar. Okay, so that means I need to be down here. But how am I swinging to it? I can't bring that thing over here, so it must need me to go this way. Here we go.
There's a
But yeah,
path
like I
down
was
here. Great, right behind you.
digging when I worked on Cosmic Tale 3 with Valhalla, you know, when he got me to do some lines for that. Like, I didn't read anybody else's lines or nothing or listen to what they were doing. I was like, you know what, I just want to be surprised by the story and the way things go. So I think I can still participate and stuff and still try and stay relatively disconnected. Jump off, bro. Get off. There we go. Here I come. That's something Laharl used to say in the Disgaea series. The very first Disgaea game. I remember before he'd do some of his attacks, he'd be like, "Here I come," and he'd come crashing. I think it was like for an attack where he'd come crashing down on an asteroid, not an asteroid or a meteor or something, you know. But it was funny because sometimes he'd be like directly in front of the character, like where you positioned him to attack, you know, and he'd be standing there directly in their face saying, "Here I come." And then crashing into him. Like, it always made it pretty funny every time. Me and my cousin used to always laugh about that. Okay, now I'm over here. But what the hell are we doing here? Am I just jumping off into the water or what? For fun? That can't be right. Am I supposed to get you over here? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go over there.
Nice jump.
I never got to play him. I was always looking at him and going like, man, those look cool, and then I never got around to picking up the first one. Then I tried the second one a bit, and I just had too much going on at the time, you know. But there was something about them I always liked, you know. And I do like that kind of FPS. But they always seem pretty entertaining, yeah.
Alright, looks like we're still
Some
on the right
comedy in
track.
games is always pretty fun. And it's interesting, like, you know, games don't have, like, totally the same kind of classification that movie genres do. You know, well, I guess we kind of do. We've got action adventure nowadays. And you can kind of do that nowadays, but this is the point I'm making, is that nowadays it seems like we can get game genres like that broad in terms of, like, thematic content. You know, action, adventure, drama, horror, and comedy. You know what I mean? So if you were browsing through a movie store or something, or a game store, you'd be like, I'm in the mood for something to make me laugh, you know? And it's just cool to see how games have gotten like that. I guess we're just heading this way, into this cave mouth over here. Because normally, like, I always think of game genres in, like, design terms and mechanics terms. You know, like, oh, this is a Metroidvania. This is an action RPG. This is a Zelda-like, you know. And Souls-like, things like that. It's twin-stick shooter, you know. But if you're trying to talk to the average person, like, that doesn't game that much, or didn't grow up reading all the game magazines all the time and absorbing all this, like, terminology and stuff, then you need something a little more generalized to communicate what kind of game it is to them. This is just taking me around in a loop. Yeah, they do. Yeah. And I think that's why, like, the Sony Pictures division of Sony has kind of, like, shifted its gears towards, like, its gaming division, because the gaming division has been, like, carrying the brand for a long time, you know, the whole corporation. So and movies are getting harder to make the same way that they used to be. But I think, like, that's what's kind of attracting some more of the voice talent and the acting talent and the directing talent and the writing talent and stuff to a company like Sony, and marrying it together, you know, to try and keep both crafts and industries afloat. Okay, I've been talking enough here. What do I do now that I'm here? Yeah, kinda. I know what you mean, man. Sometimes it's hard to find. Gaming's so broad now. It's just hard to find people that, like, know all the same games you do and know all the same platforms as you, like, exactly how you experience them, you know, and grew up reading magazines and everything and just thinking about game news all the time, you know. Because that was, like, the only way you could get gaming information back then, was, like, to go to the store and like sit down and read a magazine or try and get a subscription to one or something, you know, or a few. I was really into the Die Hard Game Fan magazine back then, man. It was awesome. And
We're back at the orphanage.
they always had like the best screenshots and tons of coverage of like import
No, I can't
titles
say I
and
did.
everything, you know. And I never bought any imports. Really, I didn't have money for that when I was a kid, you know, obviously. But I was always reading about them like years ahead, you know. And, whoa.
Looks like we're heading down.
They also still had a lot of love for like 2D gaming and like arcade gaming and stuff and JRPGs and things, you know. And after a while, it seems like a lot of that like disconnected from like gaming coverage. Like things got so fractured and fragmented, and you had more people that grew up on like point and click adventure games on the PC, you know, early PCs and old computer RPGs, you know, more Western RPG, you know, and then those worlds started kind of smashing together in the Xbox 360 era, and now it's just everybody playing all kinds of different games, you know, and sometimes it's just the way you got to think about it. You know, the more I've been on Twitch,
That
like,
is the second biggest
you see,
sister
like, oh,
I've
yeah,
ever
people
seen.
are just into games, people just
Where
like
was the
games,
biggest?
I'll tell you later.
however
Come on,
they
let's get down there.
came to understand them, you know. And in the future, you know, we're just like the end era of people like exploring games and things not being so universal for everybody, you know. But I think over time, as things consolidate the way they are now, people will be so far removed from like the origins of gaming that we're at right now that, you know, games will just be games. You know, everybody's kind of doing whatever and has a pretty universal experience probably as like what the big games of the time are, the way that people play games then in the future. Yeah.
Sam,
I liked,
come around
what did
this
I
way.
like, man? Well, see, I came through consoles, and the first ones that I knew was Maniac Mansion on the NES, and I barely understood that when I rented it. I didn't understand it until years later when I got it cheap and played it
You doing okay?
as an older gamer.
Piece of cake.
You know, just in my 20s and stuff. But I also played this one on NES called Princess Salad in the Tomato Kingdom. And like it would, you know, you just go to the rental store like a million times, and you're just like, I rented all these already. These suck, you know. What can I play that I haven't played before?
Tools, seeds,
And that one had a cool cover, cool
provisions,
color,
probably
cool
past their
graphics on the
sell-by
back. I was like, you know what, I'm buying this. You know, I didn't get too far in it. You know, I couldn't figure out some puzzle after a while, but I always remember that game. I ended up getting that game cheap as a collector too. And then, let's see, Broken Swords reminds me of Blazing Dragons. That was one that I encountered on the PlayStation 1, Blazing Dragons. I believe it was also on the Saturn. Damn, where are you going, bro? Are we in the right place? If you're coming back from that way, where the hell did you go? Get up. You're gonna drown. Okay, did I just come into this place or come out of it? Then there's some newer ones nowadays, man, like the point-and-click adventure genre, you know, like Double Fine helped kicked it off, you know, with Broken Age, you know, and that was a cool game. I played it just like when it came out, naturally. I didn't back it on Kickstarter, and I kind of understood, like, early on that I was like, you know, $3 million, like, for really talented people for, like, a few years of development really doesn't go that far, you know, across, you know, what, like 40, 50 people and who knows what more, you know, over time, and then all the things they promised and all the platforms they were going to be on, like, I kind of understand, like, the way the business model went and why it took a little time, you know, but that was, like, the inception of, like, Kickstarters getting controversial and, you know, kind of like an antagonistic nature between, like, consumers and backers and things, and developers trying to, I don't know, it's just was always hard to put into words, like, what it takes to produce games, you know? Okay. I gotta actually understand where I'm going. Okay, that's gotta be the way I came in. Did I find anything in here? Am I heading out that way? Maybe. No, that's not the way I meant it. This is what happens when you just talk over the whole narrative and stuff. You just, because that's how it tells you like where to go and what to do, you know. Oh, check it out. Here's some stuff.
Sam,
I remember this
check
thing
out
now.
this
It was
diorama.
cool.
That looks like a city street. Think they actually built all this stuff?
With these guys, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's a cool model, man.
It's really well made.
But yeah, I forgot to even talk about like the point and click
Sam, check it
adventures.
out.
Like I like modern ones. I liked Broken
Look,
Age. I really enjoyed it.
Pirate
You
Captain
know, I like the
Sigils
cast and the
all
directions they
gathered
took with
around
the
there.
story, and I like the way it looked and the way everything played out. The puzzles were still captured the feeling of like an old point and click adventure, but without being too obtuse.
Writing
You know,
their code of conduct.
to where it would take you a
Pirate
really
Bill
long
of
time to
Rights.
figure things out, or you'd have to look things up and try and get some help somewhere. That one was really intuitive. Then there was one, all
Save your
claymation
ship.
one, called The Dream Machine.
Yeah, attacking the
Had
guns
like
right.
5
That's how it
chapters,
all
and
started.
I played the first 3 and then waited for like
And
the
this is
4th and
the
5th chapter to
story
come
of
out,
the
and then I played
founding
those.
of
And I really
Libertalia.
enjoyed it, and it was just really cool. Looked cool, had cool ideas in it. Puzzles
Sam,
weren't too
look.
crazy, you know.
Hey, maybe they were planning a
Machinarium was an
massive
awesome one.
theme park?
Awesome art. There's a
Pirate
sequel
land.
to that called Crates. Not a sequel, but like a spiritual successor or follow-up from the same developer that I've been wanting to check out. And I'll get to that eventually. There's so much stuff to play. And what was another cool one? Machinarium, Broken Age. Oh,
There we
Thimbleweed
go.
Park. How could I forget? Thimbleweed Park. That's the one. With Ron Gilbert. And I believe that one really taps
One
in
way
like,
or
to
another,
the
we're
old,
getting in there. Let's
the
just lift
old
it together,
style of
all right?
point and
Okay.
click adventure. The more computer style, you know, that fans of that genre, big time fans of that genre probably enjoy.
heavy.
I got pretty far into it, and I didn't get stuck. It was just taking so long to solve some of the stuff, getting onto some other game and not getting back to it, but it was pretty awesome. I don't know, probably like 8 to 12 hours I put in it. Whoa,